In Turkey, few decades ago, there was a security breach in a mental hospital, and many people who were like mentally not well, who was insane and crazy, they were freed by mistake, as it says, because the door left was open or whatever happened. It's a true story. So they went rampant everywhere they could, because they were in the as though prison or locked before, and their minds are not working. So a person whose mind is not working, they do all sorts of things. So the hospital informed the administration informed the police. They said that we should plan now how that these people are doing all these kind of silly and dangerous and life-threatening things to people, and we don't know where they are, and well, some we know some. So it's a big threat to people, the public safety. So they did consult psychologists and others, and they said that we do not know now how to get them together unless we just find them. Someone does something and we find, and we can put their photographs. Or otherwise, there is another way, because it's like it was not, technology was not so much advanced. It's like 50, 60 years before. They say one can, that these type of people, they are attracted to the sound of whistling or the sound of actually a certain kind of music, a trumpet or something like this. They are attracted to this, it appeals to them and they just come towards it. They said, yes, we can try that. So they got in the big truck and they had a big sound of trumpet or whistling or that kind of music. So they start going on the main road, like actually the truck, and it's making that funny sound. Now this appeals to those kinds of people who are insane or that illness. So slowly they start coming out from the streets, from there towards that sound. So the truck was moving slowly, so they start following. And they went all around the town, and when they thought they got all of them, now they are following the truck, and like a big procession going there, hundreds of people, and now they said, yes, now it is. So they drove it back into the hospital premises, or where they were supposed to be. And they locked the door and they said, oh, this is a good idea, that at least majority we have, maybe some are missing. So they said, let's some we have already got and some are these people, so let's just do actually a head count. So they counted, they said we lost 523 people. So they counted 1, 2, 3, 523, and the number went up to something like 700. They themselves were surprised at once. But total, these insane and crazy people are 523 and we have 700. So what they realized was that the others were just following the crowd. They didn't think that these are insane people or this is some exercise. They thought this is some kind of entertainment and just following the crowd, whatever they're doing. Secondly, they thought that maybe they are insane as well. We didn't know they were crazy. There are many mentally ill people roaming around the streets and things. You only know when they do something heinous in homes and things, etc. And they are really. So it's a story, but it's a big lesson for us people, that's how majority of the people are doing. They were born, they went to school, college, and they saw, where is the crowd going? Oh, my brother, my father, they are running behind this truck of wealth and ego and status and money. So they also start following it. But then finally it's all going to go towards the end of life, death, which is the actual place where we came from. So once we go and realize, then it is too late. So, as I said, it's dead fish which go with the flow of the current. The live fish, they have their own way. It is sheep mentality. वो तो sheep है. There's nothing wrong with that. The sheep mentality to follow the crowd, good for the sheep because they keep it together for them, but not for others. Lion, tiger, they have their own way. They have their own way. They should have their own life. They're not following. So similarly, you are like this. Your spirit is lion amongst the creation. Your body might be weak, but your spirit is actually the lion. It has the great potential to achieve. And if you just live at a body level, no matter how much you try, you cannot even win with animals. Let's say for them, no matter how much faster you run, there will be some animal who is running faster than you. No matter how fit you become, and you cannot become strong than, let's say, for example, an elephant. So if you live at body level and you achieve the perfect, like optimum state of health, and still you cannot even win and outdo even animal they can do. You can't fly. There are many birds flying. So here this is not the competition, it's your spiritual, your inner self, that is special. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla wala said, وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي Adam. He honored Bani Adam. And He Azza wa Jal said, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. Insan has been created in the best of the forms. And why? Like some scholars, they say that insan is ashraf al-makhluq because it is for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he is from the humankind and he is the most superior creation, and he is ashraf al-khalq. So we also are from human beings, but we can become also good people and very honorable if we live up to and just copy and emulate and follow the prophetic example. So yesterday we mentioned this, that actually once we realize we don't want to follow the crowd, it can be in any case, like you want to eat like them, you want to drink like them, you want to clothe like them, you want to actually walk like them, and people are doing. Whoever is doing something, they are following, as they say, this is psychology. There is a part in the brain which everyone has an ideal in somewhere in the brain. Everyone, no matter which state they are, they have a person they are following someone. This is also part of knowing yourself. The psychologists say, psychologists, people who study mind and brain and things, they say it alpha. Everyone has their own alpha. Alpha meaning that what they consider or actually they should be following. And they relate some chemicals with it as well, like serotonin is the name of that element that which has to do with that. So the brain is made up of certain in a certain way that eventually you will actually have. So like I'm saying that find who is your alpha. Alpha meaning who is your ideal. Your brain have someone or something at that level where you are, and you unconsciously or consciously start copying. That is sign that who is your alpha, who is your ideal, who in the brain, who is settled. So there is one place, either you can have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's relationship there, or you can make Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you can have shaitan there, you can have a football star there, you can have, meaning it's like you're guiding, you may say, guiding light for you. Well, so it's very serious matter that you are independent. Why you should be enslaved to others, people like yourself? If you want to be enslaved, you become the slave or the servant of the one who deserve this, one who have the right to be followed and worshipped, which is Allah, Creator. Not, oh yes, I'm following Tom, I'm following Harry, I'm following John, I'm following this person, I'm following this, etc., etc. Then you are devaluing yourself. You are devaluing, you are putting your own value down. Because by becoming a slave to another a person, another being, another animal, another human being, or as such. So this is interesting to know that who is in that part of the brain, who is settled, whose image is there, that you all the time you tend to copy that. And one of the sign is, if you look, you can look for yourself, your day and night, how you eat, how you sleep, how you live your life, how you dress, how you talk, when you're angry, what you do. You are following someone, actually really deep down. And if you change that, then you start following that person. So crowd following is not actually the wise thing. It is the truth following, meaning if you are alone, you have your own entity. You are born, your fingerprint is different from everyone. So why you should actually be like others? You are independent. You are free. Allah Azza wa Jalla has created you free. You should not enslave yourself of thoughts of people. Like you can sometimes think that how a person can go lower than actually even they can think of. That they become enslaved to not people, but even the thoughts of people. Imagine. If you say, stand up, I stand up, sit down, oh, why I should follow you? I'm not following you, for example. But then those people who say, oh, what will that person say if I do like this? What will he think about me? What will the world say about me? What will my friends say about me? So this say about me, what will they? This means that you are following their thinking. You've lived as though your life was yours and you have been living for that person, for nothing. You never lived for yourself. You never did what you want really to do. So your life, your name is, for example, Abdul, but the life you have lived is of other person, because you've been thinking to fulfill the expectation of others. Dunya kya kahegi, dost kya kahenge, yaar kya kahenge, means sochenge kya mere bare mein. And you start changing your life according to their thoughts. And they themselves don't know what they're doing. They don't have knowledge as well. The knowledge lies with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if one wants to do, one there is one. So anyway, these are some more points to reflect upon our own identity and knowing. Your identity is not that you are American, British or anything whatsoever. That is where you were born. Your body is identity of your body, not you. This is identity of your body, not you. And all these countries, these are like self-made, like this table, I draw one line here, left to right, here it is. And I say, okay, this is from the Europe, this is, okay, this line, this is that thing. Nature has not actually got anything like that. Earth is all earth and belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla wa ala.